Welcome back, Smart Lads, Trucking Diaries. We're kind of picking up where we left off. We was on our way home last time, and I just didn't finish the video off. Came home, changed a couple trailer tires out. Went home for a night, pretty much, and watched the presidential debate. 2024. Trump versus Harris. You don't need the whole seat, you just need the edge. I'm just going to say, I don't think either candidate is the best to represent our country. Obviously, one's got to be better than the other, but I don't think either one's the best. Donald Trump is pretty much running on the same old Donald Trump spiel that he's always done. Although it seems like since he got his ear pierced, he has calmed down on running his mouth. But personally, I've watched some of Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. I know his last name. I don't know his first name as well. I know it's Tim or Tom, whatever. I don't think the name is as important as character, and I don't see either one of them having very good character. Just my own personal opinion. I just watching their debates, their interviews, well, if that's what you want to call them, it just seems scripted, seems fake. Donald Trump, he's out there saying the same old thing, but he's interactive with people versus being repetitive. He's repetitive, but not scripted repetitive. I don't know. It's kind of dang if you do, dang if you don't, but something's got to change. When the working man's struggling to put food on the table, something's got to change. But speaking of putting food on the table, I better get rolling. We got to run down to Tennessee, pick up, head to Chicago, and we're going to pick up a load coming to a job site down in Farmington. That ought to be a fun one.
Simply collapsed of its own weight, that there was so much damage from the heat of the fire. The steel will melt. That was the building that was hit by the second plane. That plane seemed to come in at a lower altitude. It hit the building lower down, and there was that tremendous fireball. So the damage to the building came at a point where there is much more weight on top of it, and those steel... All
right, here we go again. Here we go again. I don't know what's going on, but the second building is collapsing, I believe.
A lot of people talk about where they were, what they were doing on September 11th, and crazy part is I was running late for school that day, overslept. I lived a couple blocks up, so I just walked to school. I overslept and I was running behind. Pretty much got to school and pretty much had to book it to class to make it on time. I don't remember if I made it on time or not, to tell you the truth, but I remember had Mr. Mack first hour, and bell rang, and usually, you know, he'd kind of hum around in the hallway for a minute or two for stragglers or whatever, but it seemed like it took him a little bit longer to come into the classroom. Then when he did come in, he said, "Everybody, come on, let's go to the art room. Something big's happening." So I remember we were in the art room. I believe the both towers had been hit at that time, and I remember sitting in the art room. I don't think we, you know, as teenagers understood. I was in 8th grade. I don't think we understood what was going on. Teachers did. Mr. Mack did. Can't remember the art teacher's name, but I know he was a Vietnam vet. They both understood what was going on. We didn't really understand it. But I remember September 11th, September 12th. People were kind of scared with what was going on. And, you know, on September 12th, you started seeing the red, white, and blues coming out. People banding together. And it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like it took a couple of years, and, you know, everybody stayed together. Everybody was red, white, and blue brothers and sisters and whatever. And I honestly think we've lost that. You know, over the years, people look at our differences, and we expect people to treat us differently because of our differences. And back then, it didn't matter. You were an American. We were going to defend our borders, defend our flag, defend our God. And over time, I think we've lost that. Not defending our border, or stomping our flag, burning our flags, disgracing our flags. And we're not bonded like we was then. We're worried about our differences instead of worried about just being one with each other. They said, "It'll be fun," it said. Actually, we're in the suburbs up on 355. Had nowhere to get our reload because we got unloaded this morning. Strange occurrence. So I was getting ready to pull across the street. Already opened curtains up and actually released the parking brake already. Just hadn't moved yet because I was, you know, I had my foot on the brake, just finishing up some things with my log, you know, getting my log ready to go. And had a car pull up behind me. Wasn't a cop car, just like a orange Subaru. Pull up behind me. I mean, as I'm releasing the clutch to take off, this dude's getting out of the car and walking, you know, getting out of the car like in a hurry. But I mean, as soon as look, if it ain't a cop and I don't see a reason why he needs to be walking up to talk to me, I ain't sitting around waiting. So it's just a weird occurrence. And then, you know, as soon as I took off, he's got in his car, and, you know, I went straight across the street to deliver, and he turned and, you know, went the other way. It was a strange occurrence to me. You know, I was talking about, you know, I used to run New York City a lot. Somebody getting out of their car to come up and talk to you, you just don't do it in these big cities. Well, of course, naturally, there's an accident. They're going to try to shove 3 lanes of traffic plus traffic coming on in a kind of a heavy spot all the way over to 1 lane. So we all got to try to squeeze all the way over. I got my paving blocks on, going down to Farmington, and going off my tractor gauge, which is this gauge right here. Show you. That 75 is right on the money for 34,000 on the drive axles. I didn't even look at the trailer. I mean, they said it's 46,000 pounds. Shouldn't be that heavy. But I am glad I did stop. Go ahead and get a Catskill ticket, because you look, 11,400 on the steer axle, 33,240 on dries, and 35,360 on the trailer, and a gross total 80,000. Now I'm legal. Some of you tandem haulers and all that's going to say can't be more than 34 on the trailer. I'm allowed 40,000 on a 10-2 spread axle, 20,000 per axle. So I'm not worried about that at all. But the gross weight, I wasn't expecting it to be that high, but we're legal. That's all that matters. So Catskill ticket, kind of a, hey, Mr. DOT officer, I scaled it. It showed I was legal. I'm not putting weight on. I mean, I did buy some lunch, but I don't plan on adding any more weight as far as fuel or anything like that. So I'm gonna fly in the truck. Stupid fly. Got him. Yuck. So we're gonna finish our trip, and we called the guy down there, and he's pretty confident we can get in and out of the location. Not ideal, not an ideal location for me to go to, but been the worst, I can tell you that. Well, after going home last night, got up this morning, whatever tropical depression is coming through right now is here. Started sprinkling a little bit on the way home, but no big deal. But now it's moist out. It's very moist. But that's only part of the adventure today. Today we got to try to figure out how to get into one of the Richie Rich neighborhoods in Farmington, Missouri. Hadn't really been in the area since I was pretending I was Bo Luke Duke. Getting away from Roscoe Pico train. See if we can figure out how to get back in there with a big truck. We're going from Roscoe Pico train to Sonny Pruitt, BJ McKay, the Milwaukee Kid, Martin Pitwalt, the Rubber Duck, the one and only Iron Duke. What is his name? I don't know if he actually had a name in the movie. It's played by Jerry Reed. You hadn't seen that one? That's called Highballing. I think it's 10 times better than Smokey and the Bandit. And it's got a reality to it. I mean, Smokey and the Bandit's funny, but I don't know. We need to get busy. Yeah, this is kind of weird to me. Normally, I don't come in this way. Usually, if I'm coming this way from that way, but this way, we're going that way. That place there is actually they're going to recycle lithium batteries. That's what that building is right there. They actually moved down from Madison, Illinois to here, because we got, here in Fredericktown, we have one of the largest cobalt deposits. I think it is the largest cobalt deposit in America. So they're gonna actually take what they make or come up with, or whatever you want to call it, and put it in cobalt batteries, or in their processing, I guess I should say. How do I know this? Because I worked at the cobalt mine. I kind of got some inside information while I worked there, you know. Granted, I got fired because I'm an idiot, but let's go up this way. They must be patrolling this road more or something here lately, because normally these people are running this road like it's a NASCAR track, IndyCar. Not really NASCAR because there's more than left turns, but normally they're running this road about 90, 100 mile an hour or something like that. 190 mile an hour. Guy behind me though wanted to stay tucked in there. As I realized you'd get less tire spray if he kind of backed off a little bit, but that's fine. We gotta make a turn here, but this ain't gonna be the easiest road to go down. I mean, I've been down some roads in West Virginia. But this ain't no highway, I'm gonna tell you that right now. And these rich people ain't gonna be happy with me. Just gotta take her time. I ain't worried about them as much as me because they can get off the road a little bit. Well, let's not pay no attention. That's the hard part when you're going into residential areas. These people, they're used to their daily routine. Take her nice and slow around this curve. Oh yeah, we got her. I mean, this ain't much different than the road out to Earthworks, but we take her all the time out in St. John. But I just know how these people are around here. Some of these people are going to be in a massive hurry. And we're just going to have to take our time. And we're going to have to swing a right here. Touch the grass, but we're not off in there. Good deal. These people are probably cussing behind me, I can tell you that. Alright. Try not to take out mailboxes. Post office people don't like that. People behind me just gonna have to get over it. That's all I can say. Might be the easiest turn getting down this road. I don't know. bit so people got room to get around me. I know I ain't making that turn. This is gonna be tight. Yeah, this is gonna be tight here. Going down there somewhere, but guess I need to call old boy and make sure it's okay to go through the grass. I already went through down there. I don't want to do it more than I have to. All right. Well, he says let her rip tater chips, so what we're gonna do here is nose up here. Gotta make this a little bit as wide as we can. Just don't want to get to a point where we're gonna call Bonnie up to come and get us. All right, we made the hard turn. He says we're going into the backyard of one of these multi-million-dollar homes. Now these probably ain't $1 million. These are probably $300,000 to $400,000 homes. Come through here and give me the old train horn is what I ought to do. Wake up, you rich suckers! I'm rolling your property value every second. Lock in our differential. Yard people. Nice and packed. That's a good thing. I told this guy he's a landscaper, not me. My landscaping ain't pretty. Chevy truck there. Thing's cool. The funny part is whole delivery, you know, coming into this rich neighborhood, the funniest part for me is the fact that one of the guys helping unload was best friends with the mill supervisor that fired me from the cobalt mine. Hey, that's something. They're probably gonna get the trailer off in the grass on this one, but we're empty. Not that big of a deal. loaded, you don't really want to be dragging off if you don't have to. Tractor right up on the edge. We're all part of their driveway. Alright, we're good. Golden. Alright, we're back. We're gonna drop the trailer. The old man's gotta make some repairs on it. We're done for the weekend. Remember, your folks don't have to be uneducated. The technology is there. Videos, social media, news. It's all there on the internet. Do your research. Real simple. Y'all stay safe out there. God bless you. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Means possessed.